Welcome back to Nola Reviews. This is your boy Kels, and it's great to be back, man. I haven't been doing any podcasts of lately, but that's because that was on my off season. Now I'm back. This is a new season of Nola Reviews, and man, I just feel so blessed to be back, man. I feel proud. I mean, I'm happy. I'm back at it. So look, hey, it's great to be back, and I'm glad you guys are here to listen and to hear about these movies and this movie news that's coming up. And look, let's just get right into it, because we got a bunch of good content today. And man, I say good, but I should be saying great. We got some great content today, very great content. I'm excited about it. So let's start with Spiral, the book of Saw, from the book of Saw. And Spiral started Chris Rock, Samuel L. Jackson, and Max Millenheller. Now you guys know I'm terrible with names, so I hope I didn't mispronounce that. But look, Spiral was one of my good movies that I watched. It's a good movie. That's an official Nola review rating. If I'm not gonna do a play-by-play, but I will just get into the gist of it. Basically, Chris Rock plays a officer named Zeke, who's been betrayed by the department, most of the department anyway, because seem like everybody in that department is dirty. And basically, that's when you get the crux of the story from. I don't want to really spoil it for you, even though this movie has been out a while, earlier this year. It's supposed to originally came out in 2020. But, COVID kind of derailed all that. So, it came out earlier this year. And to be honest with you, Chris Rock does a great job in it. I mean, Chris Rock's... we all know Chris Rock as a comedian. And he's funny as fuck. Chris Rock is probably my favorite comedian still alive right now. Like, hands down, is Chris Rock. Dave Chappelle is probably 1B. Chris Rock is 1A for me. And to see Chris Rock do these movies and shows that he's been doing it like as a serious actor, I'm trying to say, like a thespian. He's not doing any comedic roles right now. You know what I mean? Like for Spiral, the book of Saw, he's not the funny guy. Like he normally usually be in comedic roles. He's serious. Like he's about his business in this movie. And that's the good thing about Chris Rock, man. I like to see that from him. I like to see that he's taking more non-comedic roles. Like he's taking a serious take on these roles that he's getting, and he's coming with it. Chris Rock is coming with it, and that makes me respect him even more, because I already love Chris Rock as an actor and a comedian. Now, as an actor now, how serious he is with this role and what he's doing. Man, Chris Rock is handling his business. But this Saw movie though, back to the movie. Samuel L. Jackson plays Zeke's father, Chris Rock's father, and he's pretty good. Samuel L. Jackson just basically was like the sidekick in this movie. The movie is mostly about Samuel L. Jackson's backstory as the father, but for the most part, this is Chris Rock's movie. And it's partner, what's his name again? Max Millenheller, which I see him in a lot of other material, namely on The Handmaid's Tale. He plays Nick on there. He's pretty good. He's a good actor. But I guess what I'm trying to get to is, with this movie, it was so predictable. Like, the movie is just very, very, very predictable. Like, from the first flashback I already knew who the killer was, what the story is about, how the story is going to end up. But I will say the traps in this movie are gangster. The traps, the saw traps, the epic saw traps, they are new and they are great. So that keeps your intrigue. But other than that, if you've seen the first Saw, you have seen this movie. So I don't want to sound like I'm bursting your bubble with this, but I think you will enjoy it. I think it's a good movie to watch. Hence why I rate it. Know the review official rating for Spiral, the Book of Saw. It's a good movie. But, after a day or two, after you watch it a couple of times, you're probably going to forget about it. You're not going to want to see it the next 2-3 times if you watch it that much. If you watch it that many times. All right, so next we have on the topic scale is Black Box. And I have 2 Amazon movies that's out on Amazon right now. And they're both gems. Like, they are both good movies. But this one, Black Box, took the cake. Man, Black Box basically is a movie that came out in 2020. And it's funny because I never heard of this movie before. I've heard of it, but I've never seen this movie. I never sat down to watch this movie before last night. I just watched this movie last night, suggested by my wife. So if my wife did not ask me to watch a movie with her last night, I wouldn't have watched this movie. And I feel so guilty about that. Like, I feel really bad that I didn't even know this movie existed before last night. Because like I say, I've seen probably 1 or 2 trailers and forgotten about it. And I don't blame myself too much because, COVID happened and everything. So this movie got caught up in the COVID, indoor, nobody could go outside thing, which is, it's a shame. It's a shame. But the movie is a gem. This is probably one of the best movies, Black Box, I've seen in a long time, in years. Like, you're gonna love this movie. This already has a 70% rated on Rotten Tomatoes, which is quite low if you ask me. It's good for that film to have a 70% rated on Rotten Tomatoes because it's a small movie compared to all the big budget, every weekend blockbusters. This movie is relatively small, but it has a nice runtime. And kudos to the director, man, Emmanuel O.C. Colford Jr. I butchered his name, but Mr. Emmanuel O.C. Colford Jr. Great job. Like, amazing job with what you did with this film, man. I give you all the credit. And this guy was the story writer. So he wrote the movie, directed the movie, and he just did a phenomenal job. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to give you a play-by-play. All I will say is this movie is a must-see. Must-see. Felicia Rashad's in it, and I'm not going to give away her role, but she's just class personified. She's just the most classiest woman you'll ever see on film. Like, seriously. She's everything she plays, every role she has played thus far, it's always class with her, that woman. Like, she's just such a classy lady. And she does a great job in this movie. Also, Mamoudou Athie, he was the lead character and he carried the movie. And I've seen him in a couple of things, but this one I didn't know that he could carry a movie before I watched this. Like, I really didn't know that he could carry a whole film by himself. And then I watched this movie, and he completely changed my mind about what his expertise and what he could do. And one thing about this movie, like, the plot of it is so Like, I didn't think that was going to be the plot of it. I'm trying not to give it away. That's why I'm talking like this, people. I'm trying not to spoil it for you because I want you to go see it and judge it and enjoy it for yourself. Or not. But I think you're going to love it. But I will say this. It gave me Westworld vibes. Like, the director of this movie, Mr. Emmanuel Alcicofa Jr., should get with Christopher Nolan. And what's Christopher Nolan's brother name? I can't think of his name for nothing. Christopher Nolan's brother, who's doing Westworld, a TV series on HBO right now. They should get together and hammer this thing out because Felicia Rashad's character in Black Box should be working at Westworld like right now. Like these, man, I love the concept. I love the movie. It's borderline sci-fi turned into horror, turned into just drama. It's a great movie. It's well written, strongly written. It's an absolutely beautiful movie, and I do not give a lot of movies they're that characteristic. I do not give a lot of movies that characteristic, but Black Box, I haven't seen a movie like that in years. And official Nola review rating, it's legendary. Black Box is legendary. You've heard it here first from your boy Kels. You gotta watch it, man. I suggest that you watch Black Box. Another Amazon movie we're gonna get into is I See You. Now, this movie covers the topic of frogging. Yeah, I said frogging. And I've never seen or even heard of that concept before watching this movie. And it's a real thing. Like, frogging, if you don't know, frogging, and I'm going to give a spoiler alert. This is a spoiler alert. If you don't want to be spoiled about this movie, don't listen to my rating on I See You or my description or details on I See You, because I'm not trying to spoil it, but this concept alone of frogging is going to spoil the movie for you. All right, you've been warned. So I See You, it's based on the concept of frogging. If for the people that don't know, because I didn't know this, frogging is where you go live in someone else's house without them knowing you're there. That's frogging. Yeah, sounds crazy as fuck, right? Because that's exactly what I thought. I had to actually look this up, frogging, this concept, and see if it was real. And behold, it's real. It's an actual real thing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I've seen this online, so don't blame me, but a lot of people say this is some white people shit. Hey, it kind of is. You know, I love my white brothers and sisters, but it is. This is some white. I don't know any black person that would do some fucking frog. This is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But without giving away too much of the movie, because I mildly spoiled it for you, you should watch it. You really should watch it. It was directed by Adam Randall. I never really heard of him before, but, you know, I'm pretty sure he's a good director because Helen Hunt starred in this movie, and I did not recognize Helen Hunt at all. Shame on me. And the movie really taught me something new that I didn't know previously before watching it about frogging. And that's very important for movies, to teach you something. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a good thing. You always want to learn something when you watch movies like this. And I've learned about frogging, and I'm grateful for it. So I See You. I See You, Nola review ranking for I See You on Amazon. And by the way, both of these movies are on Amazon. I See You and Black Box. You could go watch them like right now on Amazon if you wanted to. They're available. I know because I've done it recently. So I See You, Nola review rating it's a really good movie. I'm gonna put it past good to say really good. Like, I love it when movies could teach you something that you didn't know previously before.